Regular deliveries come on my schedule. For example, this comes every 90 days. But this dog shampoo comes a little more often. The best part is, the price I paid is locked in. Auto ship. Get more of what you love when you need it.
Bold, gold, and gorgeous. That's Bellezza. These gold-enrobed bronze creations are meant to be noticed. Unique Italian-inspired designs and fine details with the look, feel, and luxury of pure gold. Perfectly priced so you can stack and layer them to suit your personal style. Go ahead, make a statement. Dream big, be bold, be Bellezza.
Hi everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm your host, Lynn Murphy, and you know what we're going to do? We are traveling to Italy together, and that's what I always say when we talk Bellezza jewelry, because it's all 100% Italian-made, inspired by the most beautiful jewelry in the world, and we can bring it to you in our own proprietary formulation that is so spectacular. You would never be able to tell the difference between solid 18 karat gold and our fabulous Bellezza jewelry. Let me give you a little sneak peek at a few things that are coming up. Okay. This weekly deal drop, and I'm going to say this hands down, is the absolute most magnificent Panther bracelet we have ever done. It is brand new today, and you talk about the look of tens of thousands of dollars. Take a look at the width of this. It is seamless. It is flawless. It is that status piece that we only dream of, and today we're offering it for $59.98. So your HSN price will be $20 more, but what an opportunity here today to jump on in at $12 annualized 5 flex payments. Yes, love, love, love. 911-570. And then also, we are going to be highlighting this gorgeous, talk about another status piece. This is a beautiful, almost like that Rolo design, but completely elevated. So we have it available in this beautiful necklace, first time ever, $50 savings. It's $99.98. And then we also have the matching bracelet to go back with it. And it always is wonderful if you're able to get matching pieces. So with that being said, we're going to get things started with a tremendous special, very, very limited. But before we do that, I like to introduce my special guest, as we refer to as the ambassador of luxury, who's worked with some of the most famous watch houses and jewelry houses around the world, but most famous for Bellezza and what you bring to us. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you. I love being here with you guys. I love that you tune in, and wait until you see all the new and fabulous deals we have. Let's go.
Let's do it. And hey, happy birthday, HSN.
Happy birthday.
48 years, and we celebrate throughout the entire month of July, but we're going to get things started. Drama, fashion, high-end, classic, in a perfect drop earring that we're offering for the first time at under $40. It is $39.98 today. We have, I want to say, fewer than 150 of these to go around, right? And in terms of, again, I want to show you the workmanship, the detail. All of your Bellezza are known for their earrings. Every single one of your posts are going to be sterling silver. And lengthwise on here, it's just about 2 inches in length, and then side to side about 1 1/8. But look at this workmanship, Paul. This is our drop earring. That is Italian workmanship and craftsmanship at its best.
Well, it is, and the price is extraordinary. Now, if you're new to Bellezza, you may not know that we make the best earrings on earth. Now, that sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. You guys have told me hundreds and hundreds of times we make the best, most comfortable earrings on the planet. I'm going to tell you why. We work with pure Italian bronze, the metal of sculptures. Bronze is a very strong metal, much stronger than gold, much stronger than silver. And because of that, we don't have to use such a heavy weight. So our earrings are light as feathers. They are ear lifts for your ear. You put them on and your ears will go, oh, thank you, those are great. Look at, there's 2 inches of fabulous drama there, and they don't weigh anything. So you're here on the Delio Day, the birthday price, and
yes, and Delio, 5 flex payments.
Which is only today.
Which is only for today,
yeah.
Which means you can break up your payments over the next 5 months. That breaks it down, I want to say was $8. $8 and change to get these at home. And we're going to take a moment out and welcome our beautiful model, Lori, who's going to be joining us. And you know what? You put Bellezza on between that gorgeous Cleopatra collar necklace and these fabulous earrings.
Look at them, gorgeous.
Stunning.
Oh, she's a goddess with those.
But,
But look at her ears, not a drop of tug, no pull, no tug, no pain. No, I mean, that's the thing about Bellezza earrings. A lot of you have written me and said, I will not wear any other earring besides Bellezza from now on. A lot of you said, I threw away all my other earrings. Bellezza is the only earrings I'm going to wear. Trust me, this is where you jump in. When they're on sale, at the birthday price, you have the opportunity to try the best earrings on earth.
no, and you're not joking about
I'm
that.
not
In fact,
joking.
You know what? Go to hsn.com, search Bellezza, and just go through and read the reviews on all of our beautiful pieces. But you're right, Paul. So many brand new things that we're going to share with everyone. Wonderful birthday pricing. I will let you know when these are completely sold out. It's item number 910303. Congratulations. I love the way they frame the face, too. So, okay, as we continue on, this is like the essentials. The must-haves.
The must-haves, I agree.
It's our jewelry solutions, and it comes, and it's just highlighted here, in both your gold and your silver tone. And this is something, and thank you, Paul, and thank you for your customer recommendations. That has been a huge request over and over again. Our famous magnets that we love. So here's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive 3 of the magnets. Okay, you're also going to receive 3 extenders that you can use on just about any type of chain. And then you're going to receive in here your individual 6 individual backings as well. So, and for your earrings, which are stabilizers, and they are a customer favorite on their own. Paul, when I saw this, first off, this original HSM price was $100. Nobody ever did anything like this before.
No.
Happy birthday is right. $39.98 today, 5 flex payments. Again, it'd be $8 to get this home. And it's your wardrobe solutions essentials here, right?
Well, it is, because let's start with the extenders in the middle.
Well, let's start with the fact that we do, how individually are magnets? We do a set of 2.
They're $32 for a magnet, I think, normally.
Okay, so you're getting 3 of them in here.
3.
Okay, didn't mean to interrupt you, because they are, and each one's different. You get a barrel, you're going to receive again, you'll see like a round, and then you're also going to receive a heart magnet. Never seen the heart one before.
Only in this set. And this is the best price we ever had because it's our birthday. And so when you look at it, you're getting 12 pieces. You're getting 3 of the most wonderful magnets. You know, first of all, I went to Italy and the Italians and I said, I need magnets that are really fabulous because I don't like what I'm finding online. And so the Italians, you know, they make Ferraris and Lamborghinis and things. Trust me, they can make a magnet. And so they've done that. Now, these are our fine jewelry magnets. So you don't want to put these on a heavy chain, but I put 3 chains on 1 magnet here, because this is what you're going to do. You're going to make a little layer like this, and to put it on, boop, it's that easy. The magnets just grab each other, and you're done. Now, I can't live without my magnets. I have as many as 8 chains on one of my magnet sets. One of the more robust ones, and it's so easy to get dressed. I just go boom, and they're on. So it gives you back your time. On top of that, you're getting the extenders, a 1-inch, a 2-inch, and a 3-inch extender, which allows you the flexibility to make your necklaces longer. My sister said to me, she's like, oh my gosh, I did not realize how much of my jewelry I couldn't wear anymore. And now with the extenders and the magnets, she's like, I'm shopping in my own closet.
Isn't that fun?
It is fun. And last but not least, you get the earring backs. And if you think our earrings are good, wait till you see our upgraded earring backs, because they are fabulous. A lot of the reviewers say, I will not use another back ever, anywhere, on any of my earrings, because they're that good.
And we're showing you right now just a video of how you attach the magnets. It's very simple onto any type of chain that you have. Your extenders on here will be a 1-inch, a 2-inch, and a 3-inch extender.
Yep.
And they're just, I mean, for a bracelet, look at that. I love the heart magnet. That is so special. Only in this collection. So if you want the silver tone, we have final call going out.
Oh, really?
And most people obviously bring mostly in gold, because that's our basic metal that we traditionally do in Bellezza. So I want to thank you. I know we have very, very busy for good reason. This is an essential. This is like a perfect gift to give to anyone that you know that loves jewelry. And they will thank you. How many chains are in your wardrobe and you don't wear because you just can't clasp it anymore?
That, you know,
That's the bottom line.
the best example, a friend of mine who is in her 90s and spry and healthy, wasn't wearing her favorite necklace. I went to dinner with her and I thought, wow, she always wears that necklace because it's gold and it's diamonds. And I thought, you know what? She had shoulder surgery. She probably can't reach behind her neck. So I put a magnet on it for her. Next time I saw her, she had the necklace on. And I said, you did it yourself? And she says, yeah, it was so easy.
The magnet. Well,
it gives you back your freedom.
It does.
Gives you back your time. It gives you back so much satisfaction. It gives you back jewelry you haven't worn in forever. Now here's what's going to happen. You'll get it home and you'll make your own little 3-layer stack and you'll be like, that's fabulous. I'm going to make another one. And you will, because you've got 3 magnets coming to you and 3 extenders. So you'll make 3 of them and you'll be like, I want more magnets. I want more extenders. Because think about all the jewelry you have. You're going to make this once and you're not going to want to make it again. It's going to be ready to go to.
Okay, final call on the silver tone, gold tone. There's altogether 12 individual essentials and solutions in this kit. If you want that silver tone, it's definitely last call. I can't get over. Even the retail, what is the retail on that? Over $135, I think?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So fantastic here today. What a special opportunity. Alrighty, Paul. Coming up in just a little bit, we said lots of brand new and lots of favorites. We have a birthday special price here of $44.98. This is originally $69.95, a customer pick favorite. So another fantastic birthday special celebration. So we'll keep you updated on sizes and that information in just a minute. Well, we're going to talk about the Cleopatra. I call it the Cleopatra collared necklace. This is very limited. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but again, this is not an easy design to do. And you very rarely see it in anything but solid metals and solid gold. We have it in Bellezza, and we also are offering it the first time ever at a special birthday price. It was originally $79. It's an amazing value at that. It's $69.98 today. Paul, only one of its kind that we have in our full collection.
Well, it is, and if you haven't tried wearing a collar before, you're going to love this because they're so easy to put on. It's so fast to put on, and it's an instant look. They're also great with pendants if you want to slide a pendant onto one of them. Really a fabulous look. Brings that pendant right up around your décolleté. Look at how it's curved toward the back. You see how it's rounded and how it sort of tilts down? That's part of what makes it so difficult to make. Because if it doesn't do that, it'll pop up on your neck and be uncomfortable. Right. Ours don't do that. This is the largest one we have ever done. It has never been at a better price. It's the birthday price today. And this one is made for you in Italy out of pure Italian bronze, layered with 18-karat gold and then hammered in that Etruscan style. Talk about bringing a gorgeous look to your neckline.
Oh, no kidding. And when we had those first earrings, little fan earrings that also had that hammered design.
Oh, that would go well with that,
Wouldn't that go beautifully? Or again, the sky is the limit. This is like $1 million around, and it looks like $1 million. And we talk about, you know, obviously gold and the reflection of a textured metal, and this is hammered. What that does is reflect the light up, so it brightens you up instantly. And the beauty is in the way that this is designed, even if I put it down, it's made to go over the collarbones. I know that sounds silly, but you know, there's a lot of different individual collar necklaces out there that don't have that curvature. And the problem is they're beautiful, but they can flip. This is not going to flip. And this is for, again, any neck size. You don't have to worry about a clasp. Is this coming up?
Yeah,
it's available.
At some point today, it's coming up.
Okay, because I didn't see this, but it's absolutely
Isn't it
beautiful.
gorgeous? It might be tonight. I just like to tease you guys.
Okay.
I put a pendant on once, so that then could show you how easy it is to put a pendant on. Now, to get dressed, boom, you just slide it on like that.
That's it.
Super comfortable, super easy, and super glamorous. Very, very, very on trend, in style, fashionable. I think mostly because it's so easy and it's so glamorous. You just get this wonderful Hollywood, well, Cleopatra look. As
Really,
you
very
said.
much.
The most beautiful woman in history, many would say.
And smart, like, you know, that.
Apparently she was very smart.
Very, and she knew, you know, that a piece like this close to the neckline, as I mentioned, in textured metal will reflect that light and bring that beauty even more forward. So that's why it's been a classic. You just don't find them. You do not find them unless it's in solid gold and you're investing thousands and thousands of dollars. And here's the beauty. This is bronze and gold, right? So you have the durability of bronze, and I'm seeing that you have my ring over there, my friend.
Oh, I do.
But if you're saying, well, what exactly, I mean, Is it a strong alloy? Oh my goodness, I think we have the perfect example that Paul's going to show you how strong bronze is, like the Bronze Age.
Lynn loves this ring. This ugly little brown thing is over 2,000 years old. It was found in Mesopotamia. It's made of bronze, probably by Romans, and it was on Earth when Jesus walked the earth. That's the metal we work with. It's a forever metal. It's a metal that in 2,000 years, someone might find your necklace and go, I wonder what beautiful woman owned this necklace. Just as I wondered maybe what soldier owned this ring. So that's the metal we work with exclusively, pure, gorgeous Italian bronze. Then we layer it with gold. Now, the Italians were the first to create that marriage of bronze and gold, and that was over 2,000 years ago as well. And when I went to the Italians 16 years ago and said, I want to do this again, I want to bring this back. First, they told me, no, you're crazy, it can't be done. And the reason being is they had to get all new equipment to make it happen. Well, it took me 2 years, but they got new equipment and they made it happen. Well, now everybody can have all the gold looks that they would like, and that you can afford them. Everyone can probably afford them. And that's my whole goal. I wanted every woman on earth to be able to have every single piece of gold jewelry her heart desired in her wardrobe. Well, gold today is like $3,300 an ounce. Guess what? None of us spends our money that way. No. We just don't.
It's still a record high, right? Isn't it?
It's down slightly from where it was, but I mean, it's up 35% this year. It was up 40% last year.
Right,
I mean, it's like, when I was in high school, gold was 35 bucks an ounce.
Oh my goodness, when I started Home Shopping Network, again, I'm going to say it was, oh my goodness.
It was after high school for me.
Or it was after high school for you. but it's like, you know, that's when we were selling $1,000 pieces that today would be probably tens of thousands, honestly. But the beauty is, you're right, Paul. That's why we love Bellezza so much. And that's why I said, let's go to Italy. So if you were to go to Italy and go to Milan, or you're going to Venice, or you're going to the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, and you know you want to buy yourself a stunning piece of gold, most of us, especially get these bigger, bolder status looks, almost impossible. But that is what we bring to you in Bellezza, and that is why it's so beloved. It's exclusive to us here at HSN. You happen to be just part of our birthday celebration, where we're doing special opportunity birthday buys, like this beautiful piece. Fewer than 100, by the way. Oh no, 80. These could sell out, Paul.
You know what?
I'm not surprised.
If you haven't tried a collar like this before, get it home, try it. This is HSN. You don't love it, send it right on back to us. But I'll tell you what, it is such an extraordinary look, and it's so easy. I just love things that are easy and still look fabulous, and that's what this does.
Okay, a couple of other things. I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. We want to mention we're known for our fabulous earrings, and I'm the hoop queen. Quintessential #1 top-selling design in beautiful earrings are hoops. Well, we have a set of 2 that are available for you on hsn.com for $29.98. They were originally $79, so huge opportunity there. That's under, oh my goodness, $15 a pair. And they're like twisted design, that rib design, the ultimate and classic, and the #1 universal size. $6 with FlexPay. So we will not have a chance to do a full presentation, but please shop all Bellezza as you're watching us on hsn.com, because we have some amazing birthday specials. Okay, Paul, hands down, in all the years, how many years has Bellezza been with us now at HSN?
Going to be 15 in August, I think.
15 in August. Okay. And I never like to say this because I love status pieces. I love the classic status pieces, but I'm telling you straight up, this is the most beautiful Panther link bracelet we have ever done.
Look at how it moves. Look at how it's articulated. It feels like it's actually solid gold. And there's one of the joys of working with bronze. Bronze in its smelted state looks exactly like gold. And as bronze cools, it takes on even more detail than gold. That's why sculptors work with bronze. It is a forever metal. You will wear this and wear this and wear this. It will look like this as long as you enjoy it. And all you got to do is just keep it clean. Like all your jewelry, just keep it clean. So this comes in 3 sizes, I believe?
3 sizes,
and
yes.
There's also a bicolor. So you have the yellow gold here, you have the silver tone here, and then there's a bicolor, but I don't have the sample for that. So you'll have to see it on the video online, you can see it. But we don't do bicolor very often, so this is your chance for permission jewelry, where you can wear both colors at once, and now you can mix and match and feel more confident doing it.
I love that. That's an option too.
Me
Okay,
too.
I want to share too. 3/4 of an inch
It's
in
5
the
rows.
width. It's 5 rows of the most beautiful status panther link. This is like, you know what? When you know you made it. Like, that's like one of those pieces. The weight of this, Paul, the seamless, beautiful clasp. It's a fold-over clasp. You almost have to look for it. That's how beautifully it's made.
It's
now, let's
really done well. You're right.
talk about Italian craftsmanship, because this is quintessential, just that. By the way, this will be $20 more. It's our weekly deal drop. It was just launched. It's already been absolutely crazy popular. And that 5 flex payments also goes away. We'll honor that price till the end of the week, but that'll be $12 to get this home. It's that dream come true piece. It's your status. You can wear this every single day.
You can. Now, I'm showing you the back of it. And I love to do this with jewelry. I start from the inside out. And I do that because this is the part that you experience when you get dressed, right? So it has to be smooth as silk. It has to be polished like glass. It has to be really comfortable on your skin. And it should be as enjoyable for you putting it on as it is for those who get to see it when you're wearing it. Now, this ring that I'm wearing is 14 karat gold. Look at the color of the gold. Look at how it's exactly the same. Bronze, gold, exactly the same. That's what people love about Bellezza. We pride ourselves on getting the exact color of gold for your jewelry. And we do it through a very special process. The color combo is called Hamilton gold. And it's the color of gold Americans like the most, believe it or not. Italians have a little yellower gold that they like. We do that color, and then at the very last second, we give it a little spritz of 22 karat gold so that it really goes with every gold piece that you have. If you had time to read all our reviews, you would see people saying over and over again, cannot tell it from the real thing. I wear it with my gold bracelet. People think I have 2 bracelets now. I think you will love it. The other thing, upgrades. You asked me, can you make a clasp that's easier to put on? And I said, I bet we can. And so we did. So it's as simple as that. Click. And it's secure and it's flat. So once it's on, you can't tell where the clasp is. In fact, it's pretty enough that it could be part of the design of the bracelet.
It really is.
Why not? I mean, it's gorgeous. We're talking about the look of Italian gold jewelry, the feel, the weight. Doesn't it feel like it's solid gold?
100%.
So a bracelet like this in
100%.
gold would probably be $8,000 to $10,000. That's how good they are in gold. And you're right, it might be a piece that you get yourself when you turn 50, or your husband gets for you on your big anniversary or something. It's 50th, because that's a gold anniversary, right? It looks like that. It's that gorgeous, smooth and silky. You're just choosing, do I want small, medium, or large, right?
Correct. We have
And
all
do I
sizes.
want the yellow gold tone or the silver tone, or do I want the two-tone? Those are the choices you make. Like I said, you can see the two-tone in the video online if you're unsure. They fit true to size. Lynn, you have the small one, I believe.
I do. The small, we typically say about 6 3/4 up to 7 inches.
Right.
And then the medium up to about 7 1/4 inches. And then the large is going to be up to about 8 inches in length. So that's another thing. We are sizing this for you. We are bringing home the look of close to a $10,000 bracelet in gold at a fraction of the price that nobody would be able to tell the difference. It fits. It is so smooth. I'm so glad you showed the underside here. It's like second skin. And when I said I like to have a piece, a status piece that I wear all the time. It's, you know, that piece I can dress up, I can dress down, I can sleep in. This is that piece. This is that piece that it's like you become known for. It's that lady that has that beautiful bracelet, that beautiful gold bracelet. Have you ever seen it? And when you do, Paul's so right, when you get this at home and you feel it in your hand, it even has, you know, that fluidity where we could wrap this around your finger. I mean, that's how comfortable.
Let's do it.
We'll do it.
We'll do
Absolutely.
it.
I only have my sample right here, so I'm gonna rely on Paul to be able to show that to you. But again, this is our weekly deal drop. It is brand new. It is, I'm telling you, in the 15 close years that we've been offering Bellezza, it is truly my all-time favorite. And we've done doubles, we've done triples.
We've done double and triple. We've never done 5 before. Hey, by the way, if you don't know the history of the Panther bracelet, the Red Box store created it around 1905, and you know somebody looked at the treads on a tank and said, wouldn't that be cool jewelry? By the way, the curb link came about the same way. 6,000 years ago,
No
6,000 years
kidding.
ago, somebody looked at the snaffle in a horse's mouth and said, wouldn't that be a cool bracelet? And that's where it started.
How
So
about it?
I love the
And
creativity.
continues to this day.
It does, you know, and so the Panther link is instantly recognizable as a status link, okay? When women see it on you, when people who know see it, they think, oh, it's from that red box French store. Let me tell you what, this would be 20 grand in that store. Because they just mark things like, you know, through the roof. I mean, it's crazed. But you buy it, you're doing it for the brand name on it. Well, I don't need that.
Yeah.
I just want the look. And I can stack this with my gold bracelets. Nobody knows. You know, Lynn knows this, but I got stopped in a grocery store once, and a man said to me, excuse me, my son wants to meet you. I said, that's odd. Why? And the kid was like 12. And he said, well, he thinks you're famous because of all your jewelry. And I was like, well, it's all fake, but I'm welcome to say hello. Because I was stacked with Bellezza. You know, at the car wash, the guys will say like, how much is a necklace like that? And I'll be like, $89.
They're like, huh?
They're like, where did you get it? I'm like, HSN.
Yeah.
And it's exclusively here.
Yeah, and that's the beauty, and nobody else has anything quite like it. It has been 15 years as one of our fastest and most popular growing jewelry lines, hands down. And again, it's that proprietary bronze and 18 karat that even if you're tough, you know, bracelets take a lot of wear and tear.
They do.
You don't have to worry about that with Bellezza. It's going to be stronger than your solid golds. It's a strong alloyed. So again, if you are just tuning in, brand new, we never did a 5-strand in a Panther.
Nope.
We chose this as our weekly, like the classic status link, as our weekly deal drop, taking $20 off today. I'm loving the 5 flex payments, so you don't have to pay it all off at once. It'll be, I think, $12 and change or something like that to get home.
You know, last
Yeah.
night we sold hundreds of these and not the 5 flex pay.
It didn't have 5
Yeah,
flex
this
payments?
is the only day you had the 5 flex. So this is the day where you have your chance to get it home and try it at the birthday price and with 5 flex.
And thank you for saying that, because you know what? We welcome so many first-time shoppers with Bellezza because
Right.
it's such an exclusive, again, only found here. Just brilliant line. It really, truly is. Getting the look and the feel and really gold and bronze in, you know, thousands of dollars of looks. So thank you for that. But also shop with confidence. Know that when you get this at home, you always have a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you purchase. And we always say buyer beware, because a lot of times people will even say, you know, people will stop them or just go and just have it praised. And even the jeweler will be like, wait a minute. Like, they feel the weight and they would not know. Again, obviously, it's not
I
solid
mean,
all
a
the way through.
jeweler would have to look for the mark to know
100%.
if this was gold or not.
And you as an expert, even, I mean, I would
couldn't
feel
tell.
this, I would say, no way, it's the real thing.
No, I have pieces that I have made in gold and in bronze, and I have to keep a string on the one that's gold because I don't know without checking for the mark.
Right.
That's how good it is, and I do this for a living.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
is it time for this gorgeous ring?
Yes.
Love it.
This is brand new, and it is the coolest design. It's a 2-row band ring, and today it's $39.95. We have sizes 5 through size 10, and it's just that sleek, understated, kind of like a bypass, if you will, but it's like negative space that we love so much that's in the center. So it's not going to catch on anything. It's under $8, and we will ship it right out to you. Paul, we love our rings. This is just as simple as it is. It's a wow piece. I knew you were going to try to put that on as a pinky because you would wear that for sure. But as a ring finger, on a pointer finger, this is, yeah.
Well, I got to do it in case you just tuned in. This ugly brown thing over here is a 2,000-plus-year-old Roman ring. It was found in Mesopotamia. It was on Earth when Jesus walked the earth. It's my most precious thing I have. This is bronze, the same as this is. This just has gold on top of it, so you get that look. This probably had gold layered on it 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Don't know for sure. And of course, with an antique like that, if I clean it up, I ruin the value. So I can't clean it up. But that's the metal that you are acquiring. Now, our rings are so popular because, in fact, my favorite review, one of you said, I'm a bartender and I'm in and out of water 1,000 times a night, and my ring looks as good today as the day I bought it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's what you are acquiring. look at the HSN deal price.
I know. $39.95 for something that looks like you spent thousands for, and kind of just going around. I just want to show you, take you on a little tour. So you'll see it's a double band that's all solid in the back. So this is that negative space that we were talking about in between, almost like a tattoo style ring, but a little puff design. It is so comfortable, and look at how flat my fingers are. So it's not something that, even though it has that puff design, that stampado look to it, it's not cumbersome. Like, and nothing is going to catch on this. You could put your, beautiful gloves on. You pick up that little one. It's never going to scratch. It's just smooth. It's elegant. It's funny. I put this Rolo necklace on that we're going to talk about in a little bit. These brand new, beautiful, kind of three-dimensional hoop earring. We'll talk a little bit more about those. And the Panther bracelet. And one of the gals here said, oh my goodness, you look like Cleopatra. You look like a goddess. And that's what Paul always says. And, and that's true. There's something about gold that is goddess-like. You've taught me that.
There is, if you look at history, women in power, women of beauty, always adorned themselves with gold and diamonds and ermine and pearls and jade and, all these wonderful, rare, extraordinary things. And we, the people, of the street, would look up to them and go, oh, someday if only I could possibly aspire to that. Well, you can now. We've made it possible for everyone who loves the shape of this ring to go ahead and get this ring.
Right, 100%.
And you'll be shocked at how well it wears. You'll be like, I cannot believe this is not solid gold.
Or feels.
Or feels.
Right?
I mean, so many of you will write to me and say, I can't tell. It feels like solid gold. It's the same.
Paul, I'm looking at the ring and my bracelet right now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, we're looking at $100 for the look. And when you see both of this, you never in a million years. $100 for the bracelet and for the matching ring. And in the real deal, like we said, this would be thousands of dollars. I mean, the actual 100%, the bracelet, but we're looking at hundreds of dollars, if not into the thousands, depending on, again, what kind of
depends on the weight,
and the weight.
That
100%.
always, and if it's designer or not,
Yeah.
I can, in fact, if you guys are interested, I can tell you how designer jewelry gets priced out there in the real world. There's the cost of the actual gold, and then there's the cost of the workmanship, which is usually double the price of the gold. And then the manufacturer multiplies that by 2 as they send it to the designer. And the designer multiplies it by, are you ready? By 19 times.
Wow. Before
they get to their price. So when you go into that fancy store that I used to work at and you're acquiring something, it's been marked up 19 times.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Especially in jewelry,
yeah.
that world.
So, $100 items, it gets listed for $1,900. That's what you pay for the brand. So we are Bellezza, and Bellezza means the most beautiful one in Italian. We work with the Italians, we work with Italian designers all across Italy. We go to all the shows in the world to see what the new trends are, what's hot for you. And I read every single one of your reviews. I cherish them.
He does.
Because you tell me what we do really well, and you tell me what we can do better, and that's great. You also tell me ideas of what you were looking for. So keep them coming. I love those reviews. But this ring is brand new. It's gorgeous. It's $5.
And it's flying out the door.
Look at that.
Under $8.
You can treat yourself for $8. That's a coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes me sick that that's a coffee, but it's a coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
For a piece that you're going to have for years and years and years, and really will probably become one of your everyday pieces because it looks so great, it feels so great, it's so comfortable on. It's just simple, elegant, and that's truly Italian Bellezza, like something you would expect an Italian designer to make custom for you.
You're right.
So enjoy that. We'll keep you updated. Right now, we still have sizes 5 through size 10. And our beautiful model's name again, I'm sorry, Lori, was Ariana. Mariana, okay. Marihana. Marihana, okay.
Marihana? Oh,
Very
I had it
pretty.
wrong. I'm sorry, Marihana.
Item 912253. Thank you. Again, brand new today. Wonderful, wonderful HSN deal. All right, so we are going to move on, and we are going to talk about, oh, by the way, coming up. All right, these are the earrings I was mentioning that I'm wearing. Paul, I'm in love with these. And you're seeing it straight on. When you look at it from the side, when you look at it from the back, it's completely three-dimensional. They are like something that was manipulated and made by hand, and they are $49.95 today. So new birthday price, perfect length, 912253 is that item number. Okay, let's make dreams come true, right? If you could own a status piece like this, it's kind of like going back to our 5-row Panther, our weekly deal drop, which again, so popular. We'll keep you updated. I know hundreds of those have already been selected, but what we're looking at here is the most spectacular. It's a Rolo status look, is what I would say.
I didn't know the birthday price is so, wow.
$50 off.
Wow.
$50 off.
They surprise me sometimes.
I know.
Thank you, guys.
And look at that texturing in the metal. So it will be $149. It's $99.98. We also have, and the necklace is 15 3/4 of an inch in length, and it comes with a full 1 3/4 inch extender. The bracelet we have in 2 sizes. We have it in small, medium. We also have it in the medium and the large. So quintessential everything we're saying. 5 flex payments on everything. This is Italian craftsmanship at its best. If you want the bracelet, I have fewer than 100 of those to go around.
Oh, wow. You know, I love the fact that I know the sisters who run this particular workshop. I dine with them when I'm in Italy. We're good friends. And this particular design was my idea, actually. And we were at dinner, and I started noodling and drawing, and I said, you know, I see it like, I want to see a Rolo, but I want it kind of textured. Then I want it to look like 2 hands are gathered and holding it, you know, together. So you have that little bit of interest. And of course, one of the sisters is an artist, and she starts sketching it out on her napkin. And the next thing you know, it just starts to take place. And I'm like, ooh, we got to make that. And so we did for you. I cannot believe it's on a birthday price. That's fantastic. This is such a status look. Look at the lobster clasp on it. Look at how big the clasp. And you look at that and you think, wow, that's going to be easy to put on. Let me tell you, in gold, a clasp that size would be $800. The clasp.
Just alone.
Just the clasp. I know, because I've had to replace them before. So let me tell you, but we do it so that it's comfortable for you. I say jewelry should be comfy-wumpy, and it should be easy to put on. And this is. You know, both the necklace and the bracelet. By the way, my mom always says, if you don't buy the suite, you can't wear the suite.
It's true. And these are custom pieces. This is, like you said, Paul, you sat down with the designers in Italy and said, let's, you know, go ahead and see if we can do this. So it's not a piece you're going to see, like we think of a Rolo, you think of a classic Rolo necklace, which we do have in Bellezza, but this is the status Rolo. This is something that was custom made. So if you can do it, especially these birthday prices, right? $15 off the bracelet, $50 off the necklace for the very first time. 5 flex payments would be $11 to get the bracelet home. 5 flex payments on the necklace would be $20 on a status piece that you will have for years and years to come. And you do, you know, we say status, but you become known for these pieces, don't you, Paul?
Well, of course, because they are such recognizable pieces that look like they're gold. So people see them and they think, my goodness, that must have been a fortune. You know, so they see you in that, and the thoughts are, you know, God, I wonder if she got a raise, or if she won some scratch-off tickets, or her husband treated her. I mean, those are the kinds of thoughts that go through people's minds. Now, your friends are going to say, can I try it on? Go ahead. Take it off. Let them try it on. They'll be even more convinced that it's gold, because that's how it feels.
100%.
That's how it feels. That's how it looks. That's what people see. That's how you're going to feel. Imagine how glamorous you would feel if you were wearing a $20,000 suite of jewelry out to dinner. Wouldn't you feel really just gorgeous?
I mean, it's one of those wreck. I'd feel
really?
Gorgeous.
Oh.
Yeah, if I had $20,000 worth of jewelry on, I'd be a mess.
Oh, not me.
I would love the feeling, but no, I would honestly more comfortable in a look like this. That's just
And that's the thing. You know, I'll tell you another story. I was at a dinner at a restaurant, and I spotted some of our Bellezza earrings across the room on this lovely lady. She was dining with her husband. So I stopped by the table to say thank you for wearing my earrings and that they look beautiful on her. As I was there, I noticed she had on a solid gold Rolex watch. Do you know how much that is? She had on a diamond you could land a plane on. Do you know how much that is? So she chose to wear Bellezza with those very expensive items because it looks like it's made in the same workshops. It looks like it's solid gold. And with our earrings, they're way more comfortable than anybody else's.
It's so true, Paul.
Yeah.
And in many cases, these pieces are made in the same workshops in Italy. There's the same artisans that are doing these creations in solid gold, platinum, right? So that is where they are the master. They truly are. And you said, Paul, it took years to be able to make this happen in bronze and gold. So thank you for making that happen so we can get that look, that status look, that multi-thousand-dollar look and feel, and something you can be 100% confident when you're wearing it. We did this one a little shorter, but also keep in mind, you have almost a 2-inch extender right in the back here. And the necklace, same as the matching bracelet, has that ultra size of lobster claw clasp. So it makes it easy to put on, it makes it easy to take off. So the bracelet, I wanna say we have final call right now at $54.95. And that flex pay breaks down to $11. And these are both, just to give you an idea, width-wise, these are coming in 11/16 of an inch in the width. So they're good size.
Yeah, I mean, almost 3/4 of an inch. Very, very good size. You know, the other thing, when I see this, I used to have a necklace in my collection that I found on a really good deal. And it was solid gold, and it was about twice the size. And I always thought, oh, should I make this? Can I sell this? What am I gonna do with it? It just sat in the safe. And I finally decided, you know what? I'm just gonna melt it and make something else. When I went to melt that necklace in 14 karat gold, it was worth $12,000 of gold.
Really?
And I was like, wow. Then I felt bad I was melting it, but then I made it into something better. So I was like, okay, now I don't feel bad anymore. So I do it all the time. I'll pick some old piece of gold, get a deal on it, melt it, and make a new piece of jewelry out of it because it helps inspire me to bring things like this to you. Because I love to experiment and I love to find looks that will just really look glamorous and elegant on you. Now see, I think these two bracelets together are kind of fun together, even though they're each one and done. There's the other thing. Do you know the rule for when to stack an important bracelet or not to stack it?
Tell me.
One of you guys told me this. If it is a formal event, only wear one bracelet so that it's the star of the show. And if you're out, you know, with your friends and you got a motor jacket on or whatever, stack it up till you can't bend your elbow.
I love it.
I was like, oh. Yeah, she said that. She said, if you can still bend your arm, you don't have enough on.
It was like our dear Iris Apfel, who absolutely loved her.
More is more, less is a bore.
Yeah, and she would wear those bangles all the way up her arms.
Yeah, she was very glamorous.
She was amazing. Just a very
So
special.
look at how gorgeous this is. Look at the, again, I talk about the color. So all of these rings are all gold. Look at the color. You can't tell that I don't have a gold bracelet. That's how beautifully we do the color on that bronze. And because it's bronze, it's durable. Now in Canada, when I sell these, I do a demonstration where I drive a car over them. And they won't let me do it here. It's still too dramatic. But let me tell you, it's bronze.
That's the strength that you're showing, right?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, the Bronze Age was 6,000 years ago. And the artists in the Bronze Age are the ones who discovered or created the curb link chain. And, you know, here we are 6,000 years later. We're talking biblical times, right? I mean, here we are 6,000 years later, and we're still surprised and delighted by pure bronze.
It's fascinating. It really is. Okay, here's another close-up look. One of those beautiful chains, status links that you're going to add to your jewelry wardrobe at $50 off today. It is last call. We had 2 sizes in the bracelet, small, medium, and medium large. So last call on the medium large. Actually, last call on both, small, medium, and medium large. Now the necklace we do have in the gold as well as in the white gold look. Okay, in the gold I have about 100. And in the silver, we have 80 left. Okay, so that's going also. Well, no wonder. My goodness,
I mean,
$50 off. And,
gold on sale, you hardly don't see that, right?
Exactly. Alrighty, well, we are going to continue to make your dreams come true as if you went to Italy and bought the most beautiful gold piece. That is what Bellezza is all about, so don't go anywhere. Quick little break, and we're back with so much more.
My face needs a fresher look.
Got anything for dry skin?
This hair could use a pick-me-up. Huh?
Have you heard of Nakery?
Naked who?
From anti-aging treatments to body care and more, we help women look good and feel confident. Try Nakery for a radiant glow, baby soft skin, and hair bigger than your grandma's stamp collection.
Ooh, tell me more.
We're science-backed and an HSN clean beauty brand. Nakery, inspired by women, uniquely made for you.
The stars have aligned on QVC Plus and HSN Plus for my late night talk show, Busy This Week. Tune in as we get down to earth with some of today's shining stars, like this one.
We need to do this more often.
Or this one.
I'm a mess in the kitchen stuff. Oh, so are you!
Wednesday nights just got a whole lot brighter. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
It's a talk show.
Busy This Week, Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, or watch on demand on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit QVCPlus.com to start streaming now.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for When to Watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of the product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with When to Watch emails today.
Well, happy birthday, HSN. We celebrate 48 years throughout the whole month of July. Our ambassador of luxury, it's always so wonderful having Paul Woods here. And we love when we talk Bellezza, because we're talking about the finest look and the most expensive Italian gold looks you could possibly find anywhere.
Because Bellezza means the most beautiful one.
Yes.
If you're in Italy and a man says to you, che bellezza, he's telling you, you are just the most beautiful he's ever seen. That's this jewelry. When I first created the collection, one of my friends, Sebastiano, said, what you call your jewelry? I said, Bellezza. And he says, of course you do.
Well, it's a perfect name for it, right?
Oh,
Okay.
I love these earrings.
These earrings are flying right now.
These
And
are new,
I'm
aren't
not
these new?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand new. I told you that when you saw them, we did a little sneak peek earlier on. And I said, when you see them from every angle, this is what's so fascinating. It's like ribbons of gold, but it's three-dimensional. It's that, oval hoop, which is so flattering. It's universally one of the #1 lengths. It's a little over 1 inch in length. It's 1 1/8 of an inch in the length. This also has that snap lock closure on it, so it's all in one. Paul was mentioning earlier how amazingly popular earrings are. So we decided to make this one of our birthday celebrations. We took $10 off. It will be $59.98. The 5 flex payments is $10. I love that. To get these home with FlexPay, with always your 30-day money-back guarantee. These look like an absolute fortune. They're made to perfection. The posts are sterling silver, correct, Paul?
They are sterling silver. I always insist on that because I don't want any strange metals going into your ears in case you have sensitivity. So that's important to me.
Yeah.
I think it's important to you. Here's what makes our earrings so fabulous. We work in bronze, which lets us use less metal so they're light. But the Italians can talk about this little part right here. You've all seen them. They could talk about it for hours. It really gets quite tiresome because the length, thickness, and shape of this post determines how that earring sits in your piercing. And every earring weighs differently, every earring presents differently. And the way the Italians do this, it's so good that you could have a square piercing and it would still hang perfectly. That's how good they are. Remember, the posts are sterling silver. The little rabbit ears that hold the post are bronze, which means they'll never bend out of shape. How many silver earrings have you had where the rabbit ears bend out of shape and the earrings won't stay closed anymore? Because silver's soft. Bronze is strong, the metal of sculptures. Then we give it the color of gorgeous 18-karat gold. Wow, just look at these on. These are brand new. We've not done this, and it's a birthday price. Talk about celebrate your birthday early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put these, I put them on with the Rolo, obviously, a status necklace, right? And I just looked in the mirror and I thought, okay, this is the perfect shape. I love the manipulation of like the ribbon of the gold. So even from the side, from the back, you get to see that movement, that light reflection. It's almost as if you have multiple piercings. You know, the way that they come up.
It does give you that kind of layered look. And, you know, one of the things that you can't imagine how hard this is to do. You notice, if you look really closely at them, on the inside, they're polished. You're like, how do they get in there to polish that, right? Think about that. What kind of machine could possibly do that? Well, they don't. It's polished when it's in a straight piece of metal, and then it is formed into the earring, so it's polished on both sides. Now, that's an extra expense. We don't have to do that, but by doing that, you get this 360-degree view of all gold. That's what it looks like. And I always tell you, gold takes all the light in the room and gives it back to you as candlelight. And that is what these do. No pull, no tug. I bet you forgot you had them on until you looked in the camera.
I would sleep in these. And
yeah,
you can.
a lot of you write and tell me that you do sleep in our earrings. One of you wrote and told me that you haven't changed your earrings in over a year. I was like, wow.
Well, you know, they're classics.
They're classics,
so
and
I get that. You know, I'm one of those people.
that story. Remember, I was in a taxi. I think I told you this story. The woman that was driving it was an Uber, and her earrings were just ratty. I mean, they had the color had come off.
I love this story.
And I said to her while I'm writing, I said, do you mind if I talk to you about your earrings? And she's like, that's weird, but yeah. And I said, well, I make jewelry for a living, and I'm curious, like, how long have you had those earrings? And she said, I don't know, like 6, 7 months maybe. I said, wow, what'd you pay? She's like, about $100. I was like, jeepers. And I was like, when do you throw them away or change them? She says, when they turn colors or they break. And I said, let me show you Bellezza. And after we were done with the ride, I gave her a pair to put on. She got out of the car and she hugged me and she's like, you've changed my life. Well, jewelry should make you feel that way. You should put it on and just go, gosh, I just feel so much prettier than I did before. It gives you that smile, that joy, and you take that joy and you give it back to everybody that you meet that day, who will maybe not say, I love your earrings, but who will say, you look really beautiful today.
Yeah.
Because we don't make flashy stuff, right? We make things that look like they're actually gold. And gold at $3,300 an ounce, we don't make modern things in gold. We don't make fashion things in gold because it's too expensive. Nobody wants to pay that money for something that'll be out of style next year. So we make classic designs like this. And that's part of the reason everyone will think you are wearing gold earrings.
No doubt about it. Never in a million years can you tell the difference. That's why many of you mix and match your real gold, going back with your Bellezza. If you're just tuning in, we'll recap what Bellezza is all about, but I will tell you these are super popular. You get them home with with FlexPay. Yeah, $10, right? $10. And to see for yourself, they're stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. They're ageless, they're timeless, they're dimensional, they're fun, they have a great shape to them. I can't wait for you to get them home and try them on for yourself. It's item number 912253. Happy birthday, HSN. Okay, now only about 350 of these left. I know that sounds like a lot, but we have hundreds of you in the ordering process, taking advantage of all these beautiful specials and all of these wonderful birthday surprises, like our next ring. This is our Hugs and Kisses ring, classic as you get. This was originally $69.95, on sale today for $44.98, which means $9 with FlexPay. And I want to double check, but I think we still have all sizes. I believe we have sizes 5 through size 10. And I'm just going to say, Paul, on this one, would you recommend with a little bit of a wider shank going up a size?
What size do you have, do you know? I don't have that sample.
Let me see. This is probably the smaller one. Let me see. I'm normally, you know, I'm normally a 5, like a 5 3/4.
I can tell you what it is.
Okay, no. You know what?
This is a 9.
Well, no wonder that was so big on me.
That's a 9. That's a 9, honey.
Okay, yeah. Go true to the size.
Gosh,
All right,
I like
I
that.
had the wrong one on.
I like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. And look, that is the X and O, the classic, as we mentioned. And how fun is this from every angle?
I love that the X's and the O design in jewelry was created by a woman. And she's no longer with us, but very, very famous, very talented jewelry designer. And a couple of things she brought to us. She brought us diamonds by the yard. She brought us the X's and O jewelry, and it became very, very iconic and symbolic of, you know, high status, expensive jewelry. And now I'm going to say it's ubiquitous. It's expected because everyone's seen this sort of design, but we did a little bit of a different twist on it, you know? Again, you've got the multiple layers like the earrings, so you have not just one X and one X, but you have two X's going across. And you have not just one O, but you have three. Does anyone notice that has up to 7?
Oh.
Does that on purpose? Because we're always thinking about balance, you know, and even luck. Sometimes we think about that.
Yeah.
And any designer will tell you odd numbers always look better than even. I don't know why. It's something about the way our eye works. And so 7 looks better than 6. 7 looks better than 8. It just looks better. Something about it. And of course, we're always thinking in that way, like, how do we make it the most beautiful ring you've ever owned? Well, I think this is a real good start.
That looks like $1 million. It feels like $1 million. You know, the X and O is another classic, right? The hug and the kiss. I remember years ago, oh my goodness, it was so funny. I was doing a morning show for years on HSN, and my co-host at the time, we had this big debate. What represents the kiss and what represents the hug?
Oh.
And
I thought the X was the kiss and the O was the hug.
That's what I always said. And he said no. And I forget now, I can't even remember the reason why the O, because
you purse your lips?
I forget. It was something so funny. Anyway, the debate went on forever. And that was before we even had social media. So we had people calling in and writing in.
Well, that's fun.
I think it's X is the kiss and O is the hug.
I always thought it was, because the O can hug you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to ask that one. Put that out there. But we know it's a classic and we know it's beloved. All right. Another quick special, because we have our very final quantity, is in this half flower beautiful stud earring. And this is as custom, again, as you possibly get in a fabulously curated one-of-a-kind earring. And it's available today for $54.98. We took 20%, over 20% off our original HSN price, and we have about 150 of these. That's it, to go around. So $11 with flex pay. The shape on here, it's like it's 1 in 16s, but this is a left and right, Paul? The way it's supposed to be worn.
Yeah, I think it might look odd if you put it on the other way. I'm not sure, but it is a left and a right. And you know, this is as close to fashion as we get. We took the concept of, you know, just a star or a flower, and then we cut it in half.
It's so cool.
It's very cool. It looks very interesting. You don't probably have something like this in your jewelry box. The other thing we did, and that we do on Bellezza, can you turn that around gently to show them?
Sure.
Remember, our posts are always sterling silver. Look at the earring backs that we put on. Look how big those are. Look how easy that is for you to grab with your fingernail, even acrylic nails. And because that big, wide, flat disc, they're really like an ear lift for the ear. They just pull your ear up, and they don't weigh anything. So trust me, once you wear our earrings, that's it. You're hooked. You'll be hooked for life. You're going to love our earrings. This is another great place to start because the birthday price and the 5 flex pay.
Absolutely, and that brings it down, I think, $11, I said. And this is going to say curated. Like if you were to go to a jeweler and say, I want a pair of earrings that nobody else has. And, you know, that's a big, big motif, taking like different designs, like a crescent moon or a flower in this case, or a star, and then splitting it down the middle. And it kind of all comes together when you see it on our beautiful model. You can really see how pretty it frames the face, how different it is. And that's what we love. Like you said, not traditionally, you're going to see a lot of fashion elements and trends in Bellezza, because obviously we're bringing you the look of the finest Italian gold in the world. But every once in a while, we'll do something like that. And it's fun because it adds that little extra interest to your jewelry. It does. You know the other thing, and your accessories. The other thing it reminds me of, and this, I hope this sounds good. My grandfather on my mom's side always had, remember those chocolate stars that were made by Brock's? He always had those in a jar, and when us kids were good, we'd get one. And it looks like a half one, like after I chomped into it. So like it's giving me like a little goosey feeling. I'm like a little walk down memory lane, a happy walk. Happy walk, yeah. It's funny that jewelry and smells and scents can really make a statement on, really does. On all of us. It's a known fact. Well, I saw Pry had Scent of a Woman on earlier, and that's known for, it's a great fragrance. And these are great earrings. I hope you get yours, and let me know, write us and tell me how much you love them, or if you don't. Either way, I'll learn, and I love reading what you write. And Paul does. I can promise you that. He listens to all of your customer reviews. Okay. This was super popular earlier, and for good reason. This is over $135. It's a solutions, and it's just so smart when it comes, and this can be used on any of your jewelry. We have this available where you're getting, first off, 3 individual magnets. We do a 2-pack for normally $49.95. You're getting 3 fabulous. You get a round shape, a barrel, and a heart shape. I've never seen a heart shape in the magnets, and I love it. You're getting 6 of your balancing backings for earrings. We didn't even really talk much about that. And then 3 individual extenders. So you can, change the look of or the length of a necklace in a matter of seconds, a bracelet. It's $39.98, birthday price, perfect gift ideas. 889191 is the item number. Okay, so we get things started. Now, second hour.
You know there's 28 perfect reviews on that set at the full price?
That doesn't surprise me.
No, because it solves a problem.
Yeah.
Isn't this gorgeous? I had this done for you. It's religious, we have a little cross on it. It's kind of a little rosary look. And it's made for you in Italy. And we actually used black chalcedony for the stones. So they're actually natural gemstones. And you know me, I sometimes will use black spinel. Now, I'll tell you why I make the decision to use one or the other.